Hey everyone, and welcome back to Splash. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 5 weirdest items on the show Shark Tank. But before we get into that, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps us out a lot. Also, make sure to stay until number 1 to see one couple's strangely intimate cat grooming product. Your mind will be blown. And so, without further ado, let's get on to the video. Number 5, Cougar Limited. Ryan Custer comes into the show arm in arm with a cougar. Not the animal, but rather a woman who likes to date younger men. His item was Cougar Limited, a drink made specifically for cougars. This was an energy drink meant for women aged 30 to 55.
I'm 35.
35.
Wow, you look great.
Thank
Isn't
you.
that too young to be a cougar?
Well, actually, if you look at the Webster Dictionary, which
There's an official cougar term.
it's a middle-aged.
The idea came to him while he was dating an older woman, not surprisingly. Also not surprisingly, the investors decided against his odd idea. Number 4, Float Baby. Does your baby ever need a day out to relax? Christy Eisen thought so. The Odd Company was simply a spa meant for babies under a year old. The idea was babies would float around in a small pool of warm water with floats attached around their necks. The pictures are slightly worrisome.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. You're serious?
After floating babies over 1,000 times, I assure you, this is a proven concept.
The imagery and idea of this baby spa left the investors giggling because of the cuteness. The investors questioned Eisen's seriousness, and eventually she had to float away empty-handed. Number 3, Pavlok. Need to break a bad habit? Why not try inflicting pain onto yourself? That's what Manish Sethi tried to sell. Pavlok is a watch you wear that sends a small electrical shock when you do something you're trying to quit doing. The problem is, you have to send the shock yourself. It's not exactly a smart watch. The investors didn't like the product and even called it a scam. They found out that Sethi had no proof it even worked. An investment was made that would give him a $500,000 loan with 7% for exchange of 3.14% of the company.
Turn it back.
Turn it down.
Ow, wow, how do you turn it off?
Let me come back to our results, okay? Okay. In a study that we based our first experiment with, it was a aversive conditioning study that was done in 1980.
But he arrogantly turned this down. Needless to say, he was shockingly kicked off the show. Number 2, Squirrel Boss. Michael DeSanti must have been fed up with squirrels eating the bird food at his place. His invention, Squirrel Boss, was a bird feeder that was meant to keep those pesky rodents away. The questionable aspect of this, however, was the way it kept squirrels away. It delivered a shock, which DeSanti claimed felt like a light static shock. The investors wanted to test this out and received the shock, which was a lot more powerful than they were expecting.
That is similar to walking across the carpet and touching something. It tingles, but it doesn't hurt you. Who would like to challenge the Squirrel Boss?
Due to possible conflicts with animal rights activists, no investments were made. Shocking. Number 1, Licky Brush. Right off the bat, the name Licky Brush already sounds silly, but just take a look at it. Tara and Jason O'Mara wanted products that made pets feel comfy. They wanted to mimic the intimacy of cat grooming. What better way to do so than a brush you put in your mouth? Mimicking the tongue grooming techniques of cats, the Licky Brush strokes and brushes cats with its tongue-shaped design.
Oh, you're joking. Oh, they're freaks.
Oh, I'm not joking.
You're joking.
No, so who wants to join us on the quest to improve kitty lives?
The investors awkwardly laughed at the disgusting demonstration. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed. While you're here, go ahead and click the links above to check out some of our other awesome videos. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. See ya in the next video.